Okay, I'm doing triple checks before we start tonight because I'm not doing this shit again. This is on autofocus, and it's autofocusing on you. So we're not losing that content. Well, we didn't really lose it. You were just blurry. But it was still funny.
Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. Like, I'm actually disappointed in myself.
Money changes everything. I'm doing a sound check, but I just
Did you come
realized...
into a lot of money recently?
No.
Okay.
I'm on a weird energy today, so
am I.
I apologize.
So am I.
You're going to have to roll with it.
So am I.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about Oilers jerseys is this logo so massive.
You shut your mouth right
It
now.
feels like
You shut your mouth.
I feel like I have
You shut your dick sucker.
I feel that's funny and ironic. I feel like I have a dinner plate on my stomach. This is where my dinner gets to sit. And that could mean like two things.
Fuck you, Calgary.
Yeah, Calgary. Anyway, hi, welcome back to the best podcast in the city of Edmonton.
What?
Why'd you put your book down there?
Because you're a book.
I thought you were reading it.
Oh.
I thought you were going to read me a story.
Okay.
I thought you were going to keep it for notes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once upon a time,
Okay. Once upon a time.
in the great land of
Self-development.
Oz,
Okay.
there was a little...
Kale has the reading level of a grade 1, so just bear with us.
I actually don't. My reading level is actually very advanced. Throughout the entirety of my schooling, okay, I aced every single spelling test, and I read in grade 12. I was reading at like a university grade level. Okay,
I like the way you phrase that. Just my reading level is very advanced. Like, don't you dare.
it is, because it's kind of something I've always taken a lot of pride in.
Yeah,
because a lot of people like can't read.
it's true.
Like,
or
they can read, but they can't read.
or spell.
Yeah. So like, I've taken a lot of pride in that.
Oh, I'm proud of you. Good.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome back. Anyway.
I'm kind of smart.
Yeah, you're smart. Give yourself credit.
Yeah, I'm pretty smart.
Yeah, you're pretty smart.
I'm a smart guy.
Yeah, you are. Who's a smart guy?
Oh, shut up. Mother.
This will be posted on Monday, which, if correct,
Moon Day.
we will either have just advanced to the finals, or it'll be, what, game 6? Yep.
7.
No, because we just did 4, did we not?
5.
That's game
4. Yeah,
4. Yeah,
you're right.
because 5's tomorrow.
I'm wrong.
6.
5's tomorrow.
Oh, 5's tomorrow, 6 Saturday. Oh, 7 would be Monday. Kale's right. Okay, so we're either going on to a game 7, which is super stressful, or the Oilers are in the Stanley Cup Finals.
What we call a gentleman's sweep. Okay.
Yeah.
They were kind enough to let Dallas have a game.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. There's a sweep. There's like a hardcore savage sweep.
You
It's
guys.
just 4-0.
Yep.
And there's a gentleman's sweep
Yeah.
where you take it in 5 and
Yeah.
you give them one.
And you pat them on the head and you're like, thanks for showing up this year.
Nice try, buddy.
I'll
I'll see you next year.
did your best.
I mean, that's what we've said to the Kings for the past 4 years. So,
Oh, you guys did your best. You're so good.
can you imagine trying to be, or like if like being the LA Kings this season for the 4th year in a row? It's like, we can't fucking beat them.
Why can't we do this? I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of how I feel if Carolina can't pull it out. Why are we talking sports? This is a twist. See, not that gay after all. Anyway, if Carolina can't pull it out and we have to go against the Panthers again, like, if we lose to the Panthers for a 2nd year in a row,
We won't. You got to believe.
I do believe.
We won't. We're not. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Man. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, we're not that injured this year.
Yeah.
We're good. Actually,
We're out Hyman now, which is a pain in the ass.
but I mean, it's
He
been
was a
some,
key player.
it's been some good hockey to watch lately.
It has. It's been really good hockey.
Yeah, like-
really good hockey.
Like, I feel like it's been decent since that last game we went to, the final Calgary versus Edmonton.
The third Battle of Alberta of this season.
Yep.
Yeah, they came out that game just playing like hot garbage. Oh my God, it was not good.
And then after that game, they're like, we got to turn this boat around.
Yeah, and then I mean they did, and then but even in the start of the playoffs, they came out playing like garbage. You know what I mean? Like that first game against LA, like I didn't even know what was going on. I was like, is this a joke?
Well, I guess this is
like,
LA's
am I
year.
watching satire right now?
Pinch me. I don't want to be in this stream anymore.
And I'm happy Skinner pulled his head out of his ass.
Yeah, me too.
That was cool. I don't know what was going on there. He must have had maybe some personal issues or
I don't know.
something going on, but he has pulled through and he's came back and well because he got us to the finals last year, right? He got us to Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals last year.
His wife just wandered over to him and was like, "Do it for your new baby."
Smarten up, smarten up, Stu.
If you don't smarten up, we're never going for pancakes again.
You don't smarten up, it's over. That's it. I'm taking the kid.
I'm done.
I'm moving to LA.
Sucks to suck. Some good old hockey talk to start today's episode.
Good old chit chat.
Yeah.
Little shooting of the shit.
Yeah. And you know what? Talk about hockey, not something I do on the regular. Why? Because I've developed into a hockey person.
Hockey
is
my soul.
Yeah, well, it's not quite my soul, but I appreciate it.
We used to play it next to the buffalo in the plains of old Alberta.
Back when it was called... No, I never mind. I was about to say back when it was called Uktiuktuk. But I'm pretty sure that's a thing or a place, and that's
yeah, Nuktoyaktuk. It's up in Nunavut, I think.
I'm gonna have none of that.
Maybe, I think. Tuktoyaktuk. It's a pretty isolated north village.
I feel like I knew someone who worked there once.
There was a documentary on it, actually.
Oh, that's maybe why it came to mind.
On Netflix.
Tuktiuktuk.
Tuktoyaktuk.
In the great old wide open white north.
Tuktoyaktuk.
Tuktiuktuk this duck. Okay, time to get serious. Today we're talking about a very serious conversation. We're going to go back to our old roots from our very first podcast, and we're going to talk about this incredibly seriously.
What are we talking about?
Self-development.
What?
Isn't that what your notes were?
I'm not fucking ready for that. What are you talking about?
What are the notes?
I have nothing prepared.
Why'd you bring your notebook?
Shut up, man.
Okay. We're talking about nothing. Kale's not ready. He's camera shy.
No,
today.
I'm good.
That's
I'm not
fine.
camera shy. I'm never camera shy.
And we're not.
Unless I'm naked. What?
Just wait till the calendar comes out. We're also not going to talk about it the way we would have a year ago. A year ago, we would have sat here and we would have been like, personal development.
There's a new development in mental health research, and
you need to be happy.
You need to be happy, so you must be happy.
Mm-hmm. Don't want white picket fences. Just want peace.
Just want peace.
Yes.
Peace.
Lots of peace. Pieces of bodies.
I don't know where this is going.
I killed someone.
Where's that scooter?
That's who I killed. Have you guys ever tried to steal one of the scooters? Especially one of the orange ones? They get mad at you.
I'm calling the authorities for help.
Whoop, whoop.
Which was funny, because in the background, we then heard an ambulance. So it was kind of fun.
And we're like, uh-oh. It actually called them. It'd be weird, though, if we, like, when you're leaving this evening, a cop car's just driving by. Just, like, scoping out the scooter. Like,
where's that fucking scooter thief?
The cop comes down, rolls down their window. You okay, ma'am? The scooter's just like, I am fine. Thank you.
Pause. I need to blow my nose.
Okay.
Cats.
Sorry.
No, I'm not good. I blame the little...
They're up there. But look at how cute they are. They're just chilling.
Country roads, take me home to the place
I belong. West Alberta, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. I hear her voice in the morning as she calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Alberta, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. Okay, cool. Great intermission. Good job. Good job. One of these days, I will be an opening act for someone.
Okay.
Yep.
For me, opening act for me, or we'll just be a duo and get rich together.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what's really funny lately?
What?
Those fucking AI clips of the babies.
Yes. The babies of different people, and they're everywhere. Be careful. Now that you're on the Tic Tac.
I like those Dr. Phil ones.
Yeah.
The Dr. Phil baby is the funniest one of them all. Just his facial expressions.
I do agree with that. Be careful on the TikTok. The algorithm will feed you just those little baby faces.
I'm just gonna go on the TikTok to check the Tic Tac of our account.
Yeah, and leave some comments.
Yeah, do some creator engagement. And
Yeah.
count too.
and see a couple of those people that we've commented on before, and we're like, ooh, I shouldn't put other people down on camera. That's rude. That's not what I'm here to do.
What a fucking asshole.
But okay, instead of talking about, you know what? We can probably roll personal development into this. Just because the internet exists doesn't mean everybody has to be on it.
Mhm.
And I know that is a very biased opinion to have, but just because it exists doesn't mean you need to be part of it.
Mhm.
You know?
I feel like it just keeps getting weirder and weirder because
Yeah.
people are more accepting of the
Yeah.
weirdness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you could post the most fucked up video or reel or whatever on whatever form of social media
Yeah.
you choose. And it would just get engaged with because of
Yep.
how fucked up it is.
Yep.
Like,
And people will be like,
I mean,
"Oh,
which is kind of smart when you think about it.
yeah,
Because you know there's people out there that cannot help themselves and they have to say something.
yep." That's the worst part of it too, is they have to say something.
Yeah, they have to. Like, they cannot help themselves no matter what.
Whether it's mean or hyper sarcastic, like people post messed up videos and then someone will be like, "You're the real one, dog."
Yeah.
And it's like, did you just watch what I? But that's the thing. It sparks rage. This is the deadly part about social media. It sparks rage. They see those comments and they're like, "I just can't take this."
Hello.
She's watching us.
Yeah, she is. Every time I come in, they both just stare me down
Who
for like
are you?
10, 15 minutes.
Who are you? What are you doing?
Yeah, and then they go about their life.
They're like, okay, he's not a threat. Yet.
Wish I could lay that high.
Right?
You know what's cool?
What?
If you could, like, just imagine yourself as like a mountain lion.
Oh, it'd be
Just
amazing.
laying on the edge of a mountain.
Just
or
chilling.
you could literally just see the whole entire valley, just living life, nothing to worry about except being a mountain lion.
And you could probably get to the top of a mountain so quick.
Oh, 100%.
That'd be amazing.
Yep, 100%.
Just chilling there. Checking the views on views.
Mm-hmm. That's why I need bear spray, though.
Yeah. Do you want to quit normal life and just go be a mountain lion?
Yeah.
Do you want to go be mountain lions?
Yeah, I'd have to cook my meat, though.
Yeah. We could get used to it.
The cooking of the meat?
No.
Oh, absolutely.
No, the raw meat.
Yeah, I don't know.
We could get used to eating it raw. We could put little like knee pads on our knees and just crawl around. This would get engagement. We can record it all.
I mean, if it's as nice as the other thing I like to eat raw, then sure. But
He's talking about moose, you guys, you sickos.
I'm not.
Oh, okay. Personal development. Here we go. 2.0. 3, 2, 1. Be a better person. Don't be shitty. Work hard, and you'll live a great life.
What he said. Bye. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Could you imagine?
Compare yourself to you yesterday.
Oh. Okay.
What does that mean to you? Besides the obvious.
Sorry, one more time.
Excuse me?
Go one more time.
Why?
Because I'd like to hear it in a sentence.
What turns you on? No, okay.
No, you said it and I actually forgot what you said. It was very embarrassing.
Compare yourself to you
Okay.
yesterday.
Okay. So for myself personally, I feel you are your best.
What does that entail?
So I feel like you are your own best competition. So really the only best way to advance or be better is try and be better than the person you were yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Because comparing yourself to others
Mhm.
will steal your joy.
Mm-hmm.
Because comparison is a thief of joy.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Because everybody has a different situation, you know? Like, you don't know what other people are going through. On the surface, they might look calm and ready
Yeah.
to drop bombs,
Yeah, exactly.
but like, what they wrote down,
Yeah.
I was trying to phrase more of that song, but it all just left my head. But no, for real, comparing yourself to other people, I think is hard because you don't know what they're going through.
Mhm.
Like I said, on the surface, they could look like they're doing good. They could look like they're doing great. They could have the job, the title, and all that. But everything could be falling apart behind them.
Mhm.
Like they could have either just had a big death, they're going through a divorce or something absolutely crazy.
Right, right.
And comparing yourself to their best of what they show you. And social media is dangerous for this one
It is.
because people just post the best of themselves on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's rare people actually post.
If you compare yourself to someone on social media, like you might as well just take a lethal injection of
Right.
cyanide.
And I want to say like you never see people's raw sides on social media. Sometimes you do, but I don't know. I don't feel people's vulnerable times should be recorded. Like especially if someone's doing it themselves and they go through the effort to set up a camera knowing they're going to cry on
Mhm.
camera. Like
That's something I've
there's-
never understood.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like they're very clearly seeking attention.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's still
And it's
motivation.
we're not dicks because we
No.
said that.
No.
Okay? You have to understand the process that these people go through. You know what I mean? Yes, they're upset,
Totally.
right? But they're still like not upset enough. They think they have to make a
Mhm.
tic tac or some shit.
Right.
You know
I'm
what
really
I mean?
sad. This would be great content.
Yeah, I need people to feel bad for me.
It'll show
You know what I
people that
mean?
I'm real.
So like yes, they could be very well sad, but they still have to go through the process setting up the camera and setting up their ring light or whatever or
Right?
it's a process to be able to start recording that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like and I highly doubt that they're just bawling their eyes out the entire time while they're getting this going. You know what I mean? Just I gotta make a reel. No, that's not what's happening.
The ring
Or
light's
you know what?
dead.
Maybe it is for a very select few,
Yeah.
but I feel like for the majority, it's just bullshit.
Yep.
You know?
And that's why you shouldn't compare yourself to others
Exactly.
because it you don't know their situation. They don't know yours.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Beautiful.
compare yourself to you and just try and be a better version of yourself every day.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, Willis. Okay. Beware of what you become in pursuit of what you want.
Okay.
You feel like you can elaborate on that a little bit?
Beware of what you become in the pursuit. Okay.
Of what you want.
What you want. Okay. So, sometimes I feel if people don't have the right value systems in place or personal values, and they have nothing to check themselves along their way to personal development or success, I feel
The greatest source of unhappiness is self-unhappiness.
It's
Sorry,
true.
Go on.
But that plays into it because I feel like if you don't have a certain set of values or you don't believe in certain things as you're trying to develop or become successful, or even be a better person, you have no way to like personally measure how you're doing, because money should never be like how well you're doing.
Obviously, money matters.
Totally.
Yes, money matters.
100%.
You got to pay your bills. You got to, pay for your children and your family and your pets. Or
Are we wealthy and not needing money? No.
not even
No.
fucking close.
No.
By any.
Why do you think we're
means.
doing this?
Exactly. I mean, mind you, I would probably do this anyway. 'cause
Yeah, this
it's
is
a fucking
fun.
blast.
Yeah, it's a good time.
But yeah.
But no, I feel like if people don't have a way to personally check themselves outside of success being money, cars, or like just things, you can become a very shallow, lonely person.
Exactly.
Because once you have all the things, if the things is all you wanted, and once you get them all, then what?
Yeah. Check
So-
yourself before you wreck yourself.
Exactly. So beware along the path of becoming a better person,
Yeah,
a successful person. that
absolutely.
You could become a douchebag.
You can. And you know what? A lot of people do.
They do.
Douchebags and just mean people.
I've met so many business people, and I mean they're business people, so I shouldn't air quote them. Nice business people will say that you can tell they've only been in it ever for the stuff. And that's all they talk about. I have this car. I just bought this car. I just bought this piece of land. I'm going to buy this house. And you're like, cool. I don't care. Because right
Good-
now you sound
good
like,
job, man.
right? Yeah. So beware. Success and personal development can go in the wrong direction.
And be wary of narcissism.
Facts.
Do not become a narcissist. Not everything is about you. It's
Mm-hmm.
not. Not every single thing on this planet is about you. This world doesn't revolve around you, okay? It's not your world and we're just living in it.
No.
I fucking hate that. Where did that even come from? People just started saying that all of a sudden.
It's my world. You're just living in it.
Yeah, no. And then you wonder why you're single,
Yep.
right? No.
Single and everything always bad always happens to you and it's
Yeah.
everybody else's fault. No. You are the
It's
problem.
You,
Yeah.
okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, this little snippet here kind of plays into it.
Okay.
But it also, just emphasizes the importance of not becoming a terrible person.
Okay.
The key
Ooh.
is the person you become.
Ah.
The key to your definition of success is the person you become. What does that path of success look like for you as an individual? Okay, really think about that. You know what I mean? And figure out the kind of milestones that you need to hit in order to get there.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Write it down on a piece of paper. You know what I mean?
And next level challenge to that, don't think about necessarily what you want to do personally for yourself, but like how you growing as a better person could be of benefit or value to others.
Yes. Giving is extremely important. What you give, believe it or not, the universe will give back.
You give what you get.
I know that
It's-
sounds crazy to a lot of you.
And so cliche, but it's 100% true.
Yeah,
I believe it.
it is. It is. And it's just
Yep.
the universe rewards generosity. It does.
It does.
And yeah, that's about it.
The problem is it takes time.
It takes.
And a lot of people want
Time.
like that
that's the
instant.
thing. That's the thing about today's society. Everyone wants that instant gratification.
Like now.
Like now, I need it now.
I posted a video, I should be viral.
Yeah, exactly, right?
But that doesn't happen for everyone.
Everybody fails to understand that anything worth having takes time.
Takes time.
It takes a lot of time and hard work.
Because you might not be the person who's ready for those things.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people jump into it really fast, not being ready. Maybe they're too immature. Maybe they just haven't made it to that point in their life where they can handle money, success, whatever it is. And it goes up, they get it, and then it drops off fast.
And I mean, you're going to stay stuck in limbo until you figure it the fuck out. You know what I mean? You're going to stay in that vicious cycle of life that you're in right now until you fucking realize that it's you that needs to change.
It should be a steady progression to the better. If it's like up, it's going to have a rough come down.
It's going to have a rough come down. Okay? It's steady, slow, calculated steps that you need to hit for you to reach the goals that you have for your life.
And you're going to make mistakes.
And even if you don't have goals right now, set some.
Yeah.
Seriously, set some goals. Even if they're just small daily goals that you hit throughout the day.
Like, hey, I noticed that I wake up, of the 7 days in a week, I wake up 2-3 times just mad. Maybe take a moment to be like, why do I wake up mad sometimes? And like try and work through that.
Exactly. Set those daily goals. And at the end of the day, track yourself. Say, what did I hit today? What goals did I hit? Did I hit everything I wanted to hit?
Small things daily.
Exactly. Exactly. And you can just slowly track your progression and see yourself get better and better and better. And trust me, like your life is gonna change drastically. Yeah.
One day you're gonna wake up and you're gonna be like, how did I get here?
Yeah.
And you're gonna be so grateful. Yeah. Perfect. Love it. You are the key.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Beautiful. BEAE.
Bruce Almighty.
This kind of adds into what we were talking about just now.
It's a great thing about personal development. After a while, it all kind of just builds, and you're like, oh, look at all these different puzzle pieces.
Well, it's those small things, right? They compound.
Yep.
They compound into a better life.
Yep.
They do. They really do.
A better life, a better you.
Yeah. All these small steps you're taking is just radiating positivity.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it's literally forming your future for you. All the decisions you make and the choices you make and the goals you set and how you get there. That's what forms your future. It is. That's what forms your future because it gives your mind a clear job. You know what I mean?
Yep. Small things repeated over time have big results.
Yeah. And
as Simon Sinek has said before in a book. Ta-da, he's back.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about Simon Sinek. But he made the reference to like even waking up and going to the gym for 20 minutes a day. Like, are you going to see results right away? Are you going to see some weight loss right away? No. But do that for a couple months or a year over time, and you'll see some results. You'll see some changes.
Exactly.
But it's those small efforts every single day. And
however, you need clear direction. You need to set a clear direction for yourself and outline those goals or steps to reach those goals. You know what I mean? Success, it doesn't come to the wandering. It doesn't, you know what I mean? You can't, you know that saying, good things come to those who wait? No,
good.
I've been waiting for a good thing my whole life. I've been waiting to be rich.
My whole life.
Yep. You know what I mean? But life doesn't work like that. Life doesn't work like that. You get what you give. You know that song by the New Radicals?
I know, I've been thinking of it.
You only get what you give.
It's a good song.
Don't let go. You only get what you give.
Aren't they Canadian?
Are they?
I think so.
I don't even know.
I could be wrong. But yeah, those small things every day, they add up hugely, vastly. And don't underestimate them. And the hard thing about the small things is you're the one in control of them. If you make the decision to get up and go for a 20-minute walk every day, you have to hold yourself responsible. No one else in your life is going to be like, hey, did you go for that walk today? I mean, you can find people that do that, but ultimately at the end of the day, the small decisions you make to improve your life.
I'm going to stop you there just for a second.
Okay.
Just for a second. Those people that do push you, and you will find them, you need to keep them in your life.
As annoying as they might get.
As annoying as they might get, you need to keep them in your life because a vital part of reaching your definition of success is a very, I guess, tight-knit support group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Didn't you
Like-
write down one of the things for this?
Yeah, I did. And it pretty much says that you can't become successful on your own.
Facts.
You need a group of people that are just as motivated, just as inspired, just as hardworking, just as determined as you, and you will all help each other ultimately become successful.
Yep. I
You know
think
what I mean?
I think the first time we tried to record this, you wrote something else down, like, show me your friends and I'll show you your future.
Yes, that's
think that's in
exactly
there.
it. Yeah, show me your friends and I'll show you your future.
100%. Like,
Because, yeah,
and if you're
like your soul, spirit, whatever, will feed off that negative energy. And it will start to attach itself to you.
yep.
And footsies.
Touch your foot out of the table. Are we wearing the same socks today?
Are we?
Are they gray? No, you're black.
No, I have one black and one gray.
Oh, halfies.
Mine are halfsies today.
But yeah, because we've all run into those people where they're like, I have this friend and like they always need my help, and I have this friend and they always need my help. If you're the fixer friend in a group of people, you are always going to need fixing yourself
Yeah.
because you're busy helping everyone else and you have no time for you.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
the people that are going to make you successful are going to be there for you. They're going to support you. They're also going to give you a reality check and be like, no one can do this but you. Like, if you want to get somewhere,
Yeah.
work on it.
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to be like, oh, let me figure out how to help you with that. Sometimes it'll get tough and they will say that. But overall, like, you make the decision to try and become a better person
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah. And I want to add this. When I say giving, it's not necessarily materialistic in any way, shape, or form. When I talk about giving, I talk about listening, you know, when someone's talking to you, giving them your full attention, you know, giving them that shoulder to lean on. Yeah, being that support group or whatever it may be, you know what I mean?
And I feel like listening's a big one.
Listening is a big one.
Like, if someone's going through a tough time, sometimes you just need someone to, you don't have to fix people's problems. Sometimes you
Yeah.
just have to let them say what they got to say, because getting it out is helpful.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just have to be there to be like, you know what? That sucks.
Don't listen to answer.
Yep.
Listen to hear and understand what they're actually saying to you. What?
I laugh because the amount of people that I've seen as managers through the year, in my line of work, that are like, oh, well, they asked me this and they were telling me about that, and so I gave them the answer, and then they're just more angry. I'm like, that's because they weren't actually coming to you for you to give them answers.
Yeah.
They just want to feel heard.
Yeah, exactly.
They want to know that someone was hearing their issues and that it was out there.
Yeah.
They don't need it to be fixed.
No, not at all.
And I've watched that fail so many people because they're like, well, I gave them the answer and they didn't like that. Like, because that's not what they were looking for.
No. If that's what they were looking for, then I mean, I'm sure they know the answer.
Or they'll probably tell you.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, a lot of people do know the answer.
real adults use their voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if they do know the answer, they realize that they might be the problem.
Yeah.
And that's a hard pill for some people to swallow.
It is. Because they don't want to open that door.
No.
They don't want to go down that path and try and figure out why they are the way they are. You know what I mean?
I feel those people are the ones who, most of the time, try and fix other people's problems because they're trying to find anything to deflect from them actually working on themselves.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Anything to distract them from actually looking inward. Hop on that.
We know a couple of those.
Holy shit, do we ever? Do we ever?
And they might watch this podcast. So if you are who you are, you don't just do better. Anyway.
Consistent effort, day in and day out. Committed consistency. What would you say is the importance of that in, obviously, what we're talking about, self-development, growth?
Well, I feel like
Becoming a better person.
it goes back to just those small efforts every day make a big change. And you can't eat healthy or exercise or wake up in a good mood for 2 weeks in a row and be a different person or be healthy. Like, consistency is a long game. It's a hard game, but it's important. It also reflects on self-discipline.
Yeah.
A lot of people lack in the self-discipline world where something goes wrong and they just blow up
They
and
have
they're
no
like,
discipline whatsoever.
yeah, and they're like, it's everybody else's problem. It's like, no, it's not. But yeah, consistency over time will yield the best results. It also strengthens you as a person because you know you have the resiliency to do something again and again and again, even though you might not see immediate results. You have the tenacity within yourself. Good word.
Big word.
Oh, thank you. To push
like
through it
tits.
every day. Tenacity. Well, this is going off the rails. But yeah, no, consistency is not easy. It's hard, and when you learn to be consistent, you can become very different. I want to say successful, but it's not really about success. It's whatever you're trying to change. If you're consistent at it, it
You
will
can become
yield.
a very powerful individual.
Yes,
And
you
I'm
can.
not talking about like money, power. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm talking about individual power
Yeah,
for yourself.
yeah.
You know?
Because you realize, like, I've been doing something long, especially once you get to the annoying part where you're like, it's not working. You'll start to see the results, and you're like, oh wow, I was consistent. I can do this. The amount of self-confidence it adds completely changes who you are as a person.
Oh, absolutely. Completely. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Confidence is a big one.
Yep.
It is such a big one, and it plays such a big role in people's day-to-day lives.
Yep.
Because you know what? They don't really realize how important it actually is.
No.
You know what I mean? And yeah.
Yep.
So I mean,
And-
if you are trying to get anywhere in life, you need confidence. You need some confidence and courage to push yourself along.
Yep. The thing on consistency also reminded me of that saying, you know, if you're trying to form a new habit, it takes 28 days.
I thought it was 21.
It's actually 28.
Liar.
But-
You're lying
but
to the
this-
fan base.
This is the more important thing. A lot of people look at a calendar and be like, oh, well, I started on the 1st. It's the 21st. I'm still not consistent. Did you do that every single day? Like, did you hold yourself
I
accountable?
bet you the answer is no.
I bet you the answer is no. It takes 21 to 28 times of doing something again and again to get it. And if you go 21 days and you're like, well, I did it 4 times, that's not even close. So, and that's to change a habit. To change who you are as a person or become a better person, I would easily say it takes 6 months to a year for
Even longer.
daily effort. And that's the starting steps.
Yeah.
Like in a year, you're not going to be the best version of yourself.
Oh, hell no.
You can be better than you are today,
You
but
should
you'll
probably look about 5 years down the road for that.
for real.
For real, though. Like, we're being dead serious.
But even 5 years down the road, you have new goals and new aspirations, and you kind of have to shift who you are again.
Yeah.
So it's a constant. It's constant. So consistency it's not just like a 28 or a 90-day program. Like it's, if you want to be a different person, you're gonna have to work on it the rest of your life.
Yeah. And when we say shift who you are, we're not talking about your core values and beliefs and morals and stuff like that. We're just talking about, I guess, priorities and the way you view them.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because
Like
your priorities now probably won't be your priorities in 5-10 years.
oh
You know what I mean?
Definitely
Exactly,
not.
right? So
what I thought I'd be doing with my life 5 years ago is not what I'm doing right now. First off, I thought I'd be out of restaurants 5 years ago. I'm not, because I happen to really like where I am. And I also discovered that I really like the leadership development side. So if I get to watch that happen, it makes me happy. 5 years ago, I'm like, no, I'm going to be out. I'm going to be done just because I wanted to. So, you know, like people change.
terrible industry.
Look at where you were 5 years ago in restaurants.
In restaurants.
And then over those last 5 years, you went,
I was
uh-huh.
not in good shape 5 years ago at all.
but back then, did you think you would get to where you are now?
No.
See?
No.
And that's the fun part about it.
5 years ago, I thought, okay, I'm going to be honest. 5 years ago, I was very depressed.
I got a
Okay.
year left at least.
Corey knows why.
Yeah.
But, you know, suicidal thoughts and stuff like that. And yeah.
Thank God you didn't do
Yeah,
that.
thank God I didn't do that because, well, like, I'm in a position that I never thought I'd be in.
Mm-hmm.
Just in life in general.
Yep.
You know? So
And time gets
am
hard.
I happy? Like, am I 110% happy with where I'm at in my life? Not a chance in hell. No, not a chance in hell. I am nowhere near where I want to be.
But are you happy for where you are right now?
100%. I have made so much damn progress in
See?
the past 5 years.
And that's the other thing. I think a lot of people look at wanting to grow and develop and be a better person, and they're like, well, I've put in all this effort, but I'm still not as happy as I want to be.
5 years ago, I didn't even have my license.
Right? Well, that's the thing. Like, are you happy with the progress you've made today? If the answer is
Oh,
yes,
100%. Yeah,
then that's
absolutely.
a great point to
Yeah.
do the next
Yeah.
step.
Yeah. Like, and it's
that's-
funny you say that because it's like, it was a couple weeks ago or something now. I was sitting on the toilet just thinking. Well, I wasn't peeing, Corey.
I know, that's so funny.
What?
You ridiculed me that one episode so bad
Yeah, because you pee while you sit.
because I need 5 anyway. I'm derailing, but not all the time. Anyway,
Anyway,
Okay.
yeah. And I was just thinking, you know what I mean? I was like, I've come so far as an individual
Mhm.
and who I am, and I've done so much work on myself that I finally feel like I can shift my priorities to like start focusing more on my finances
Yeah.
and my career.
and other things.
And
Mhm.
do you know how fucking good that felt?
I could imagine because I've been there before.
It felt so good. The fact that I could actually say to myself, I am at a point individually where I can start to focus on other things.
Mhm.
And that just it's such a great it's
It
such
is.
a great feeling.
But again, going back to what we said, it was consistent things over time
Exactly.
for a long time.
Exactly.
It wasn't
5
like
years.
yeah.
And like I said, I'm not even where I want to be yet.
No.
That's just 5 years of work to get here.
Yeah.
So when we talk about it, it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. And you got to show up for yourself every day. You have to, no matter what.
Yep.
You know how many times I was talking to this guy about just how miserable I was in the field on
Yeah.
construction?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yep.
Like, and I showed up every day. I pushed through as miserable and as much as I hated it. Like, I pushed through. I showed up every day. And you know what? I can honestly say now that I like my job
Mhm.
and I'm comfortable with where I'm at.
Yep.
You know? So again, now that frees up space for me to focus on other
things.
priorities.
And that's what happens over time. And it is the best thing. I just love personal development in that way. When
Mhm.
you can actually like sit there and look back and be like, I am so much happier of the person I've become
Mhm.
than who I was.
Yeah.
Because we're not all perfect.
Mhm.
We're not going to sit here and preach that we're perfect. Never.
Mhm.
Not even close. But we've
Yeah.
put in a lot of effort to
Mhm.
be better.
I've actually started to build a life that I'm proud of. And I mean that's something I never thought would happen. I never thought I'd be proud of my life.
That's
Where I was
amazing.
5 years ago, I never thought I'd be proud of my life. And when I say start building a life, I mean like cobblestones, like base.
Yep.
You
No,
know?
that's
Because building a life takes a good amount of life,
it does.
you know? So,
It takes time, it takes experiences. I mean, I remember the time we worked together and some of the struggles faced. Like it was heavy. Obviously, we didn't know each other when I was going through my struggle time, but
Mhm.
we've all been there. Anybody who wants to do better for themselves will all go through a very hard time where either they're down on everything.
you are just going to
or
eat
like-
shit. That's
Yeah.
literally what you're going to do. You are
Yeah.
going to be rock bottom, shit eating, just taking shit all day long.
Yeah.
Pow, pow, pow. But that's how it has to be for a little
Yeah.
bit. Life will beat you right the fuck down before your life starts to get better.
And it'll keep beating you until you make the personal decision
Yep.
that I'm going to be a different person.
Yeah. Those situations will keep appearing until you choose to change your life.
Oh, the people that say, "Oh, I am who I am," and people need to deal with it. Deadly, not good people.
Get away from those people.
Get away from those people.
ASAP, because they will not do you any good.
I am who
They
I
will
am.
suck you dry.
Yeah.
Socially, not.
Heyo. But yeah, I am who I am is a dangerous phrase.
Yeah.
And if you ever hear someone say it, run.
Run as far and as fast as you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's personal development.
Oh, I do want to mention this.
Okay.
I do want to mention this.
Okay, I'm ready.
Become a person of value.
Ah, yes.
The more value you add, the more success you attract.
Yeah.
So when I say become a person of value, I mean learn valuable skills.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Develop valuable relationships. Become a person that can give something to other people.
And I think the most valuable skill you can ever possess as a person, you mentioned earlier, and it's listening.
Mm-hmm.
Listening to hear people,
Yeah.
not listening to answer or solve problems.
Exactly.
If you can learn how to listen to people when they just want to tell you or talk or discuss something or tell you about their life, that is so valuable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Especially because that person listening isn't trying to get anything out of the situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, so see opportunities while others sees obstacles. While others see obstacles.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because those are the things that are going to push you forward. You know what I mean? You get in a car accident and you can't drive for a couple weeks because your car's got to get fixed. And look at the opportunities.
Great time to learn a new skill.
Great time to learn a new skill. Great time to start bike riding again. You know what I mean? Great time to get outside and go for a walk, go for a run. Or
I've always said if I ever was or came down with some medical issue or got in a bad car accident, I think I'd take the time to learn sign language.
Nice.
I just think it'd be fun.
That definitely adds value.
Right? But yeah, and when we say value, again, it's not monetary.
Yeah, I'm not talking become a person with a value of $500 million. No, or a net worth, I should say, with a net worth of $500 million. That's
some of those people have a value, they don't have value.
yeah, exactly.
See the difference?
Exactly. Like Trump.
Or any other rich person. Bezos, Musk, Trump.
Actually, I'm not going to take shots at Bezos.
But yeah, become a person of value. Self-development takes a long time with consistent effort over a long time. And it's just, it's one foot in front of the other. Sometimes you're going to stumble backwards.
Yeah.
Not everyone's perfect. But you just have to put in the effort. Be there for yourself.
Yeah. Believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself. Get in the mindset of my future will be better than my past.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And as soon as you start regulating that as a daily mindset,
yeah.
Tell you what, doors open, opportunities come a knocking.
Whole new world. That's probably copyright, and we're gonna have to take it down now. Great.
I don't even know what that's from. So
Aladdin.
Oh, I was never a big fan of Aladdin growing up.
Yeah, me neither.
That's one of the Disney movies that I was never really into.
I wasn't into a lot of Disney movies.
So many people were like, "Oh, I love Aladdin." Oh,
The Lion King.
you're so good." I mean, I like The Lion King.
I think it's okay.
Don't diss The Lion King.
Finding Nemo's where it's at.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's like one of my all-time favorite Disney Pixar
And Lilo and
movies.
Stitch.
That one's not bad either.
And Wall-E.
I don't know. I just have special feelings about Finding Nemo.
You go find your son. It's because you have a dad that you care about.
Well, and it's funny you say that because that was the very first movie our dad took us to see.
Oh.
Was Finding Nemo.
How ironic.
So I think maybe that's one of the reasons I hold it so close.
You're just like, my
But-
dad would come find me if I was lost.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, he would. Loser.
Okay, no.
I'm just kidding.
That's self-development.
Yeah, I mean, it's not obviously like a deep dive into self-development. It's just a few things that have helped us and we think could possibly help you if you are choosing to better yourself and grow and learn and just become a person of value on your journey to success.
Through the journey of this podcast, we'll continue to share things that help us grow and develop and become better people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's it.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
That's everything. Oh. Cover sucks.
Yeah. I was going to be like, well, we're done. No, we're not done.
Cover sucks.
YouTube, Spotify podcast, Apple Podcasts, the other Amazon podcasts, the website, straightandgay.ca, and TikTok. Follow us. Leave comments, subscribe, YouTube, check it out.
Tell your friends.
Links wherever it is.
Tell everyone.
Yeah.
Just send them our links.
Yeah.
Just don't even give them any heads up. Just send it to them.
Send them the links and be like, these people are fucking stupid.
Yeah, and then obviously they'll open it because they want to see what you're talking about.
Well, actually, the other day we got a comment on one of the TikTok videos, and it was like, seen the video, seen the podcast title, watched the video, I've subscribed. I'm like,
yeah.
Yay.
It was like, I've seen the content, saw the name of the podcast,
had to subscribe.
had to follow.
And so, yeah, you know who you are. Thanks.
Thanks. That meant a lot. Appreciate it.
I would find who you are, but my phone's one of the recording devices, so.
Oh, his name, or I don't know, because their profile picture is a cat.
Oh.
Their name is Nico.
Oh, okay. Well, shout out. Shout out.
Shout out.
Let's
We
start
did
doing
shout
shout-outs.
out. Nice.
Okay. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Later, losers.
Zuckerberg.
Yeah, that was a dick move.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stole Facebook. Asshole.
He should really check himself. But
Yeah, you should check yourself before you wreck yourself. Chickadee, check yourself before you wreck yourself. I'm sorry, what?
you look like you could totally broadcast for the NHL right now.
Hell yeah, let's go. Let's go.
You look like one of those broadcasters that just sit up in the booth and like, and Dry Saddle passes it over to McDavid. Connor McDavid takes it horse side, back to center, back to Dry.
I thought you meant one of the cool guys on like TV.
Do you know how hard it is to keep up with all those players? They have to know all of it.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get my mind in order here. This is
How much wood would a
all of,
woodchuck chug?
all of a sudden we got going, and then my mind is just like,
It's pretty talented.
Either way, you should send this to Sportsnet. Yeah, send it to Sportsnet
Sportsnet sponsor
or
us.
TSN or whatever.
Sponsorship video starting
Yeah,
now.
let me talk about the Oilers on TV.
Oh, hey there, bud. We had a great game.
Oh shit! I gotta order those tiles.
This is the interview of a lifetime. Do I still need that?
Hi, this is just paper.
What are we doing?
The last half of what we did last time, where you were just asking me questions.
Okay. What turns you on?
A nice smile, a good sense of humor, and handcuffs.
What turns you off?
Annoying people, ugly teeth, and a bad personality.
What is your bra size?
Right now, I think I'm a C.
Okay.
I didn't know this is Matchmaker's Paradise. do 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 do. Just waiting for something magical.
Oh shit.